It's unfortunate, for everybody concerned. That's really about it. What the standards were here, when the incident happened, he's off the roster, never played it down for us. So it's a very unfortunate situation for all concerned.
That was Art Briles nearly a year ago after one of his players was convicted of sexual assault. He sounded uncomfortable then. I bet he's even less comfortable now. As it stands, the total number of sexual assault allegations during Briles' tenure is 8. And since that soundbite we just heard, everything has changed for the former Bears coach. We've been following this story for weeks, and today the Baylor University Board of Regents did what so many people feared they couldn't or wouldn't do. They fired the most powerful man on campus. And make no mistake about it, at these big-time college football universities, it's not the school president, the chancellor, or the dean of any department. It is the head football coach who carries the most power. That's why it was so sickening to find out that multiple coaches and officials at Baylor failed to investigate sexual assault claims made by at least 8 different women against 8 different football players. In addition to ignoring their claims, some of the victims were personally threatened with retaliation if they ever reported their assaults. Now, take a moment to just think about how truly awful that is. Grown men, most in their 40s or 50s, threatening young women in their late teens or early 20s, saying if you do what's right, if you stand up for yourself, something bad will happen to you. Luckily, these young victims didn't listen. They ignored the threats, they ignored the bullying, they likely had to ignore laughter and unkind words, all in the hopes that a day like today would finally come. And when it did, many victims and family members finally breathed a sigh of relief. One victim's parent said today, quote, "Of course it doesn't take everything back, but somebody who could have prevented this is not getting away with it." No, he's not. And many people say we have the Board of Regents to thank for that. So they deserve a big pat on the back, right? Not quite. People close to the situation say this move was made now because Baylor's Regents felt the football program had finally advanced enough that they could attract quality coaches if they fired Briles. My question, what would have happened had the program not advanced this far? Would they just continue to look the other way? I guess we'll never know. One thing we will find out very soon, though, is how this affects Baylor recruiting, including the headliner of this year's class. That's, of course, San Antonio native Kellen Mond. Mond attended Reagan before transferring to a private school in Florida. Some thinks it is only a matter of time before he decommits from Baylor and pursues other schools like Auburn and Ohio State. To the Cowboys, who opened minicamp earlier this week, they've welcomed back injured veterans like Tony Romo and Des Bryant, as well as new weapons like first-round draft pick Ezekiel Elliott. Together, these 3 players should help the Cowboys resemble their record-setting 2014 offense. But if you ask them, they have their sights set much, much higher.
2014, nah, man, I'm past that. I'm going to be better than that. I'm going to. I know it, the way we've been working, the way the coaches, been on us, the way we've been holding each other accountable. I think that alone gonna make us all be better than what we was.
That's what we're hoping we see when they take the field. Dallas continues minicamp next Tuesday, and of course we'll be there with full reports from Valley Ranch. Well, another day, another reward for the Silver and Black, and this time it was one of the NBA's highest honors. Today, Kawhi Leonard was named a member of the All-NBA First Team. The man they call the Claw posted career highs in nearly every category and just ran away with the Defensive Player of the Year award. He was joined on the All-NBA team by LaMarcus Aldridge, who is a member of the Third Team. And that's not where the sports information ends for tonight. Bernie Champion is still alive in the high school baseball playoffs.
Really?
They just wrapped their game up. They're playing over in Corpus Christi, and they won 5-3.
That's awesome.
So, yeah.
All right, thanks, Jeff. We'll be right back.